You're right, guys, Nathan here. Welcome back to the second episode of Plymouth Argyle career mode. As you see, start off, we signed the midfielder Scoogle from Sheffield United, obviously rejecting Luke Berry as a consequence because they wanted so much money for him for what he is, and Scoogle was just a better player for us. He can play in the centre mid. He's higher rated and he's actually younger as well, and on less wages and costs less money. So it's an all-round win-win situation for us, which is always good. And overall, I think we're in a pretty good place to start the season off. I don't think we're getting another signing before our next league game, but we've got a game against Brentford coming up, which is going to be a good test after our thrashing of Cheltenham in the opening episode, which made me consider upping the difficulty. But I assure you by the end we come a bit more back down to earth in terms of the results we get from games. But nonetheless, we got off to a really good start, and hopefully we can continue it over winning against Brentford. I'm not honestly too worried about the EFL World Cup I think we're playing in. Not too worried about it because it's not the FA Cup, and that's the one we actually got to get the objectives for. And you don't get much money for it anyway. Excuse me. You get like 80,000 a game, which isn't much. But if we can beat Brentford, then we can just sort of say show we've got a good side, I guess, by being a championship side. They're not really the best championship side, but they still are worthy of that status, I guess. And we'll just have to try and beat them. So we're playing a similar team. Scoo can make his debut. We're going to change it up a bit, I think. I think we put Doral in goal. Maybe Bradley comes in the centre-back as well, because I do prefer Bradley to Bulvitis, the other centre-back. Bring in Sawyer, I think. He's definitely going to go soon, because he's really old. Purrington's probably going to play as well. He's probably already a better left-back than Sawyer, and he's like 10 years younger than him. And we're probably going to bring in, Bradley as well, just to freshen up the team. Also, I think we're going to give Spencer a game up top as well, because we haven't played him yet. And Kerry is a bit tired, so we're bringing in Connor Smith as well, just to sort of freshen up the team, because there are a lot of league games, and a lot of games in general for a team as low down as us. We have to play in so many competitions, and yeah, I really don't care about the other one, the Checker Trade Trophy. It's a bollocks trophy in real life, and it's bollocks in the game as well in terms of what you win. I don't really care. If it's the equivalent of the Johnson's Paint, then in this game, then I'll play it. But if it's got like actually under 21 teams in it in this game, then fuck that. We'll boycott it. So we take a 1-0 lead with Spencer, I think, scoring, or Connor Smith, something like that. And then they equalise. But we get another chance here with Spencer. Deflected shot over the keeper. Very good goal. Very deserving as well. We were really dominant in this game. They were really shit as well, surprisingly for a championship side. But we took the advantage here of them being bad, and that was a really good finish from Spencer as well. Sort of similar striker to Brunt. Brunt's a bit better though, in my opinion. Spencer just feels a bit more cloggy, if you know what I mean, like a bit more unfinished. Like he's a Spencer. Brunt is a bit more, talented on the ball, and a bit more, what's the word? He's got a bit more finesse about him, I guess, than Spencer. But we have to set up a scouting circuit, I guess, or whatever it is, where you set up a scout and send them off, and they get players back. We need to develop our players a lot, which is one of the main objectives. So I was going to look for a 5-star one, but there wasn't any, and that was like the best one. And I want to save. The objectives don't matter that much. As I said, I finished a season where I was on like 62, and I still didn't get sacked. I think they don't really care as long as you get like a high league position. If you get relegated, of course, I think you instantly probably get sacked. But we sim our game, our one sim game an episode. We go against Wickham. I usually do it on just table standings, not the actual class of the team. And they're pretty low down, I think, in terms of this table. And we take a 2-0 lead there, Kerry getting both the goals. pretty simple stuff. We should really be battering teams in this league with our team, because a lot of them are really shit, like Cheltenham. If we could have always simmed and won the game at Cheltenham with much ease as well. We're also looking for a fullback, to replace Miller, because both our fullbacks were old, Sawyer and Miller, and he's also sort of the weakest position in our team. And so we're going for this guy Hewitt. He's Notts County, promotion rival, I guess, and they want 500,000. George Baldock, ex-Oxford player, once again tries to reject us and move elsewhere. Not the first time a team has been blanked by him, believe you me. But we do the more training exercise, and we try and get some of the players up that we want to, like the younger players, I guess. And also we just move into the next game, which I think is against Mansfield. I'm not too sure. Obviously, we keep getting rejected. Darnell Fisher, another player. A lot of the players have just moved, but it doesn't say that anymore. When you go in to buy them, it says they could accept this offer. It used to last year say these players recently moved to this team, so it used to just instantly say no. I just think this is a bit of a weird one for me. Baldock actually went and joined Carlisle, I think. Yeah, he's not on there. But I offered the same amount of money, and I got rejected. And they said they wanted more money, which confused me a bit, because Carlisle submitted an offer less than mine and got it accepted, and we offered them more money. Look, we offered them 430,000. They offered 400,000. So I guess it's just who moves first. I'm not really too sure, but I do sort of try and look for another player, and I just confirm that he's actually moved to Carlisle when I search him. Yeah, he has actually moved there, 400,000 as you see. And it's just a bit of piss take, really. We offered more money and he went to fucking Carlisle instead of us. Pretty annoying, but we just get on with it. I think Hewitt's a bit faster in real life. I do look at all these players' in-game stats before I buy them, just in case they are really slow or something. This guy's got like 85 pace, good defensive ability as well. And I think he'll really be a good player for us if he signs, of course, and doesn't choose to go somewhere else for less money. Anyway, I think this is the last deal we will have in this transfer window. I think I'm not planning on signing anyone else, not even on loan. Don't really do loans. The players usually you get in on loan, usually you'll never be able to sign anywhere, and it's just a bit of a stupid deal. So we're going to go into the game against Mansfield here. We're going to throw in. I don't think he signs in time, Hewitt, and we just move into the next game. I think I think Freak Crowd might have had a suspension or something, and I had to move him out for the Sin game. But nonetheless, we're going to go into the next game anyway. Play this one against Mansfield. Hopefully get another win away from home. Continue our 100% start to the season. So yeah, I think we're going to go in with the same team, if I'm honest, because they're all on full fitness after our EFL Cup triumph against Brentford. And we start off here really well with Good Willie scoring on the opening minute. The opening few minutes, sorry. Nice bit of 1-2 play on the edge of the box, and he scores to make it 1-0 Plymouth. Also here, we have this. I think this was another good chance for us. No, it's actually a chance for them. We give it away in midfield with Clements here on the ball, playing it for just sort of going inside and out of our players. And that was a good save, trust me, because I've seen those go in, and it was a snapshot, I guess, but it was still a very good shot to have nonetheless, and unlucky for Mansfield. But we were dominant most of the game. We could have probably scored again here, but somehow Skugel shoots straight at the keeper. But throughout all our dominance, we couldn't muster up another chance. The other highlight was a yellow card, as you can see there. I wasn't surprised that any more rush shots were on there, the ones that even went really far wide. But we'll take it. We'll just take the victory, I guess. A victory's a victory, even though it was by a small margin. Doing some more simming here as well. Bradley going up in the rating as well. He's going to go straight into the team now, because I really don't like that Bulvitis bloke. He's quite slow, and bulky, I guess. Taking up, not really very mobile. So we're gonna put in Bradley, who's a bit of a better player. He's also younger as well. So a bit more first team development for him. We also carried out for 3 weeks, which is a very, very, very bad bit of news for us. main playmaker in the team, obviously, and I really don't like want to lose him because he is probably the best player in League 2 that is, I guess, in the game, because he's high rated and quite fast for a cam. Not sure about real life though right now. I'm not really too sure because I don't really watch League 2 anymore, as it's not League Oxford are in. That was the only reason I knew quite a lot about League 2 last season. But yeah, it changes every year, League 2. Different teams are in different places every year because it's just such a upside down league. You can change, go from top to bottom in 2 seasons, doesn't matter, because so many players leave and so many players join different clubs. For example, this Plymouth team, I don't remember many of these players being there last season. Brunt was there, definitely. Jervis, McCormick, obviously, and I think maybe Tanner was there on loan last season. Carey, obviously. Donaldson actually played for Cambridge last season. Osborne played for like Bristol City or someone. And yeah, that's the only players I actually recognise. I know actually Bradley did play for Crawley. I think he played against us for Crawley. Sawyer played for them last season as well. And yeah, that's all really I remember. I think Freak Frog may have played for Bolton as well. So you know, lots of players leave and rejoin different clubs every year. It's usually part and parcel of the process of being in that league, and you usually got to get lucky for your promotion because you've got to have good players, good squad of players like Accrington, who missed out on promotion last season by a point, automatic promotion that is, and then got annihilated by Wimbledon in the playoffs. Yeah, they've lost quite a lot of their players as well to Rangers. I think 2 of their best players went to Rangers. And yeah, they're like near the bottom now, so it can all change. Anyway, we're going to go against this game against Wigan, another Championship side recently promoted from League 1. You know, I was hoping for another win, to be honest, because we beat Brentford, who are a better side, and you know, I wanted to just still freshen up the team because I'm not really concerned about this cup, even though I would like to win. But we do take the lead here. Jervis running down the wing, playing it inside, a nice bit of crossfield play in the end. Brunt holds it up, plays it off to Slew, who scores. Slew, I remember him playing for Blackburn. He had a card ultimate team that was really fast one year or another. I think it was FIFA 12 or something like that. He had a really good card and then he sort of left the game and then just came back playing for Plymouth. But we do indeed concede a really bad goal, in my opinion. Our defenders sort of abandoned marking and McDonald is there to score. Then we concede straight away from a throw in here. Perkins playing inside. I think, I'm not sure who that was who got tackled, but Lafondre does score. Bit of a piss take, I'm honest. You know, we were controlling the game, and we just concede off the 2 chances that Wigan do have. Connor Smith here has a good chance to equalise though, and he lashes the shot just wide. And our final chance of the game really came here. Brunt on the ball to out wide to Jervis. Jervis steps inside, and I thought for all the world that Connor Smith would have scored that. A bit more power and it would have been in, but nonetheless, we're out the cup. It doesn't really matter, but we can look forward to hopefully doing better in the league. Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching. Have a good one. See you. Cheers.